and stop this pull from really being a thing. Bach getting pressured. This might just be first blood. Ame looking for it on the Phantom Assassin and gets the kill on a Bach who looked very far forward and out of position. That's good for Extreme. That top lane's going well. Mid's going well for Vici. It'll be Huskar who's just kind of getting his own free lane while they'll go for Shiro. He's trying to shift through this, get some help from Y, but not going to be enough as XXS and FY just run down this Morphling. So now the side lanes are going well. Ember's pulling enough creeps. Waveform, FY, Shadow Word on him, but not going to be able to get that kill. Ooh. They did get it. He ticked out on the Shadow Word. You forgive me? Well, Hame doesn't forgive Bach. He dies again. Nothing to say is in trouble once more. Another rotation from Planet. Nothing to say had TP'd out the last time. Not going to make it out this time. And XM is dominating this lane. You can see Ember had it at first, but since that TP back, XM is he's controlling this lane. There's not... Going after Bach. Chase is on. FY is here. The Stifling Dagger once again. And Bach is going to be run through the bridge. They've got X-Nova with a dual breath. Another Stifling Dagger. The spear connects on a FY, and that will be a kill for X-Nova. Yeah, super snail game. Should. X-Nova here behind the Tier 1 tower. They've got the spear for the connection. Innocence is going to be here. Ice Path connects. X-Nova starting to run. And Shadow Word put on him. But neutrals, can they kill him? They can. Very high ahead of this Ember Spirit. Just staying with the Mars, yeah, he could survive. But going over and making it... the mid lane much better is good for them as well. And Shiro just going to get run down by 3 heroes. Nobody able to TP in and help out. That's where their biggest issue is Morphling getting chased, and he's alone with Warlock nowhere in the area, and they're going to take this Tier 1 tower if nobody... It's just quickly through this tower. Chaotic Offering thrown down, and mid lane, nothing to say, dead again, and that's the supports coming over to get this. Not only that, but they are going to get the Tier 1 tower mid with no reaction as well. He's got the early pressure. He's level 9. Going to go after X-Nova. Potentially go for the Phantom Assassin, but they're just too far deep in their own jungle. And the spear. And that'll all come together to get a kill on X-Nova. They're going to try to clear up this Tier 1 tower top and continue. Morphling's going to get caught. They've got the Blink Dagger. I don't think he knows that this is coming. And he starts to shift. Maybe he can get out. Huskar is coming towards bot. They've got the Mars coming too. If they don't get this kill quickly, they're going to need to bail because the reaction's going to be coming through. Overgrowth even committed. Macro Pyre Ice Path. They do get the kill. The life break onto this Jakiro, the TP out, but the spear connects and stops it. They get the kill there, but it's not really an even exchange with Shiro dying. Spear connects. X-Nova. Throw down the Macro Pyre and the Ice Path, but still dead. So getting this early gem, not afraid to go and pick it up. And now they've got the Blink. So they go to the Blink, they've got the Yules, the Spear connects, they drop down this arena. There's a Macro Pyre in the middle of it, and Ame's going to show up. Slithering Crush, but Shiro turns into the Sword Art, gets the Slithering Crush on Ame, who's going to jump back towards the Mars. They get the kill on a Bach. It's going to be Overgrowth used as well as the Nature's Grasp. They want to continue to go with the Waveform, try and find themselves a kill on Ame. But good Ice Path from X-Nova. The disengage from Extreme is very well placed. This is concerning. Planet, Pavis, Sleight of Fist Searing Chains, and the Ice Path. Ame going to get a kill there, and another 2 on the Desolator. Now Extreme, they have the BKB, they have all the tools necessary to really play aggressive. Why not? So they'll know about it this time around. They're going to come over XXS, maybe looking for the Blink into the Southern Crush. They've got the Sleight of Fist. They'll see and get themselves a little bit of information. Now the Remnant inside the pit. Stifling Dagger onto XM. Nothing to say is in. They've got the Silence onto the Ember. He'll pop that Blade Mail. Another dagger onto XM. Bash comes through. Now they've got the arena as well as the spear. They're trying to get the kill in the Ember, but the Ice Path is down with the Macro Pyre. The BKB is going to be popped by XXS. Chaotic Offering. Nothing to say. Waveform. They'll get the kill. It's onto the Ember. Now the Life Break. The silence onto these heroes, but the Satanic's going to be popped by Ame, trying to get the kill here on XM. He's dominating. Overgrowth. The damage from Ame to kill off Shiro. XM, he doesn't have his cores available to him anymore. He tries to Tumblr's toy down, but the life break's not going to matter. He'll end up dead. All 3 cores dead on the side of Vici as Ame just cleans him up. Started well with the kill onto the Ember, but they don't get anything more. Side of Fist and the Searing Chains. Crimson popped. Hex finished on FY. They're not even going to see this coming. Spear back, but they get the kill on a Bach. They look for more. Ame is in. XM needs some damage, but still alive. Shiro, he needs to be careful. 1 dagger and I'm kill. Oh, Planet. There's the Hex from FY. There's the Overgrowth. And Morphling is going to be in trouble. Jumps back, turning into the Phantom Assassin. Gets back into the fountain. Now the waveform forward. The XM Huskar with the life break on Ame. But FY, he is in deep. Had that Hex. Threw it onto the Morphling. No, we'll go for Ame. Nothing to say. Back into the fight. Side of Fist, Searing Chains onto 2. Planet, Ghost Scepter. But the Illuminate not doing anything, and Ame still has this Aegis. Backs up for Shiro. Waveform shifting. Searing Chains. Now the dagger still able to survive this. They're surviving, but they're not getting any kills. That's the biggest issue. They're down 22,000 net worth as they lose that bottom set of racks. Some Eyes of the Forest, but the gem for the Warlock not clearing out everything. And they'll jump in. Huskar's dead. Never stood a chance. Nothing to say. Gets the kill. Exacting his revenge. And Innocence being chased back by Nothing to Say. They'll throw the arena in as well as the spear. Life break on the buyback for the BKB. And the Satanic going back to full health. Going after XM. Side of Fist one more time. XM forced all the way back into the fountain. Illuminate flies across. Stifling Dagger comes through from Ame. All they need is this top tier 3 in the top set of racks. Just waiting to find somebody. Level 25. Remnant forward. And there's another one. Southern Crush comes in. Shiro's in trouble. The spear onto 2. Pushes them away from the Morphling, but they'll go for the Huskar. The Macro Pyre's down. The Chaotic Offering, and Morphling is back just by himself without the Huskar. They'll kill off this. Oh, God, they missed the spear. They get the kill onto the Warlock. Work on the tier 4s. And the throne is exposed. As Ame's just going to go for it. There was a gem drop down. It's right in their base. But spear finally in. Southern Crush comes out. Nothing to say. Gets the kill on a Bach, who's going to buy back. And they're just overwhelming them. Overgrowth onto everybody from FY. Down goes Y. Bach, Shiro, all dead. GG is called, and game 1 goes the way of Extreme Gaming. Bunch of donations as well. And I really appreciate it, guys. So thank you. Let's keep it going. We've got this, another series, and then the finals day as Ame will be caught and body blocked here by Bach just completely. And they will get this first blood. Bach getting the kill on Ame. Disruptor, but it would have made it so you don't really have amazing catch. At least with the Disruptor, you do have glimpse into the Static Storm. Level 6, XM. Taking a lot of damage. The calling is down. 3 heroes are here, and they're going to get this kill, and they might even get a +1. Innocence showed up, and the chase is on, but under the tier 1 tower he'll get. Planet comes over, and they'll glimpse back FY. They'll pick up the haste rune, but anything. He's going to take solo experience mid. This bottom lane Innocence is in trouble. The rebound to try and speed him out of there, and they get the kinetic field down, but they just don't have any damage. They will dispose under the tower from 1 shot. He's got the Unleash, so maybe a chance with XM coming over. They'll hit the glimpse. They'll look for the stun, and this should be a kill. The Lightning Storm and the Pulse Nova will be available as he doesn't want to die to XXS, and XM will get that kill. Unleash and the Disruptor low. They should be able to get the kill, and that ward is placed. They immediately see them. They'll use that dominated creep to Hurricane and throw him a little bit further from where Nothing to Say and FY are coming in. Disruptor just kind of shows himself and sacrifices his life. But that is a helm kill on the creep, and it's 100 gold for Nothing to Say anyway, which isn't bad. Bottom tier 1, Nothing to Say. Again, They don't have 6. They don't have Static Storm. They can't stop Nothing to Say from leaving, but they can stop FY from getting out, and it will be a kill for Planet. Not allow him to get to the Battle Fury quickly and farm. I think by allowing him to do so, you're asking for trouble. Planet caught. Vortex Macropyre. Silence is there. And an easy kill on a Planet. Nothing you can do is the Faceless Void. You've got no items. You've got no way to time walk with the calling down. But Innocence and Shiro are coming over. They've got the Static Storm. They're going to rebound in. They'll get the kill on to Nothing to Say. They dispose X-Nova into the Static Storm, and it's a double kill for Y. A good move there from the side of Vici. Glimpse will pierce the Veil. Lightning Storm. And Ame is in. Shiro needs to be careful as they'll stampede. They even pop that ult. They don't even need it. Shiro, he ends up dead to the Troll, who still has that ulti. And they just kill off this Marcy, who had a good 2. They are closing the map up a little bit. They do have, a good position. Time zone. XXS gonna die to Shiro. Good move. Planet finally getting involved with that time zone. Troll not having this, excessive farm. Good 100 gold for F1. Glimpse back, pierce the Veil. We've got the Dispose. They'll use the Stampede. Planet in trouble. The Silence is there with the calling. And again, this 4 Void pick me up. Doesn't matter. Picked him up and was still in the Macropyre and the calling. And will die. We'll chase XXS. Throw Chakram his way. As well as a second. Some damage here from the Timber. And they find the Static Storm onto the Storm Spirit. Nothing to Say. Ends up dead to XM. They've got Innocence moving in, and Bach pressures XXS and gets the kill into the 14-minute mark. They also get the Shrine. FY still running all the way back. And they are deep in, looking. Shiro in trouble, calling down, but Bach is here to try and help the Macropyre. Shiro trying to survive, burning out. Oh, Static Storm a little late. And it ends up being a whiff. Planet on XXS has the amplified damage from XM, but this is a Blade Mail they don't need to be too careful of. They'll just blow him up. Gonna get the vision to get a glimpse. Yeah, they got him just in case. Dead shot, kinetic field. And Planet's got a kill. Still playing in this because $80,000 for first place. X-Nova on the run. Time dilation. The stun lands from XM. Nice path onto the Disruptor, but it won't matter. They get the kill and take out this Jakiro. Planet. He's got the Kaya, the Vanguard. Nothing to say. Static Storm. Glimpse keeps him there. Easy kill, even committing the time zone. The time square. Go for Planet. Ice Path. Glimpse back, though, near Bach. And X-Nova is dead. We're going to trade for multiple towers. It's just going to be a tier 1. They're going to rebound in. They've got the Dispose. They'll look over at XXS with the BKB, and he goes into the Hoof Stomp. That lands onto 2 heroes. Troll still not coming back yet. And now they have the Rod of Atos out of the Marcy, who's got the Aegis. Static Storm. The stun lands from XM. The rebound in. They get the kill on XXS, who doesn't have buyback. Even unleashing. Time dilation, stun connects. Nothing to say. He's dead, even with the Silence, unable to get him out of there. Ame, you know your base is, like, completely being taken. I don't know if you're going to show up to this or if you feel like coming back, but your team is getting chased all the way into the fountain. Ame? Ah, there you are, Ame. Buyback, all 5 heroes. Stun lands on a 2. Static Storm cutting them off at the pass. Nothing to say. He's got the Vortex. They'll glimpse him back. Time Walk with the time dilation. The chase is on. Deadshot from FY lands. They get themselves at least 1. Now they got to get the rest. There's still an Aegis here on Marcy. They almost get the kill on Nothing to Say, who did buy back. Post Stomp, Dual Breath coming through from X-Nova. Bach just soaking it all up. And not much Ame can do. He stands there and he's got that ult. And he'll use it. They'll go for the Ice Path. They've got the Hoof Stomp, but there's going to be the rebound off of him. Yules, that comes out onto Ame. He no longer has that ult. He'll end up dead. He's gone for 70, and they'll take out XXS. Down goes Nothing to Say. 3 heroes gone. GG is called. Vici take game 2. We're going to a game 3. Sorry, boss. I'm Largo, and I do like fun game 3. I don't want to give predictions and be blamed. Deny and getting that Hellbearer buff for a second. Ooh, Earth Spike on a 2, jump in. Shiro finds FY. Power shot, kill shot, getting the kill on FY. Planet right away, getting that first blood. Largo's not getting a lot of farm up in that off lane. No, I'll have to change the way they go about this. And under the tower, chasing with the rocket barrage, and X-Nova's actually going to find Bach. They might just get both kills here. They're chase Planet. They'll have the rocket barrage, and then back under, Bach gets chased to the tier 2 tower by the Chen. Nice path down, and Innocence is going to die. XM moving back. Planet's Shackle doesn't connect, and a power shot won't do much of anything, so they double up their kill score. It's only 2-1 still, though. Largoba. Now just throw a Frog Stomp over on the lane. Look at this. Big wave and a Chen army. They're going to try and chase this. They'll go for X-Nova. The cooldown's going to be used. And now the Shackle connects. The power shot is there. They get the kill on X-Nova. The Froggy Lick. Or the Catchy Lick. And Ame's dead. A good move by Vici to get both kills and clean up that creep wave. Taking advantage and moving over. Is Paparazzi performing well? Well, they're eliminated, so fortunately not. But I thought he was doing all right. First Spike Finger. Razor is still alive. Pops the Eye of the Storm, has the Catchy Lick, but he's taking a lot of damage. XXS right in his face. They got the Shackle. That's going to allow him to run away, but the Chakram finally gets the connection to get the kill onto XM. They'll lose XXS and FY. Nothing to Say is here. Call down used. Planet with the run. Wind running all the way out. Macropyre down. Kill shot thrown out. Nothing to Say is kind of low. Losing that Elder Dragon form as well. Still a 2K lead, though. It's not like all this is kind of dissolved too much, but Innocence in trouble. Ice Path lands, but XXS in the face of Planet. They'll get the kill on Innocence. The chase is on. The double is there as they take out both supports, and Bach needs to run, strumming that song. And he will get chased to the tier 2 tower, but won't end up dead. Dragon Tail mid, and the Finger, the Earth Spike, and this is just XM not able to escape the damage this time around. So 3 kills around the map for the side of Extreme. They'll open up everything as they'll go for the mid tier 1. They should be able to get that. And ding 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 ding. Boom ba doom ba doom ba doom. Blink in, going for the Chen. Power shot gets the kill. Planet gets that one. They've used the movement speed to get in behind the tier 1 tower to get the kill onto the Chen. TPs are a coming. DK and Lion in the area with the Timber Saw. But they do get the tier 1 tower. Sure that they can get it, but everybody's coming over from the side of the Dire. Chen is going to be TPing into the tier 2 tower, and they want to go for this. They're going to want to defend it. They'll bring the Gyro down from the north, and this is Elder Dragon form already popped. They're going to try and hold out. They'll have Ursa inside the pit. XM taking the attention away. The Frog Stomp is there with the Ice Path and the Shackle shot. Call down used. And now Shiro will get that Aegis. So not bad from them. Earthspike was used by FY, but it puts them in a bad position. They'll end up getting the kill out of the Lion. Vici take advantage, and a couple of good spell usages there that locked down XTREME on the steps caused them to be able to get the Aegis for their Ursa. Blink Dragon Tail, this is the Aegis that they might lose. Catchy Lick, but the call down gets the kill, and he's lost the Aegis. They do not have Jakiro here. Razor's a little bit late to the game. The Earth Spike connects, the Catchy Lick again, and they will get the kill on Shiro twice. Doesn't even get the Enrage off. Bach in trouble. The explosion from the reactive armor. That's 2 kills here for XTREME. And that Aegis just does not give them anything for the side of Vici. They didn't have everybody there immediately for the side of Vici when they were down bottom. All 3 of these games, by the way, just a low kill score. Ursa caught, dead. Shiro just getting caught again. 5-man smoke again from XTREME as they're going to be looking towards top. Everybody here for the side of the Radiant. And they'll make the move towards XM, who's in the front. Dragon Tail with the shield rune. They've got the Catchy Lick. The Shackle lands onto 2. Maybe they get damage out on XXS. The Enrage is used early on. The cooldown's coming through, and they need to disengage on the side of Vici. But the chase is on. They hit the Hex. It's from FY. And now they're going to start draining the mana of XM. The BKB's going to be a little bit late. But he pops that Eye of the Storm, gets the kill on FY, looks over at Ame, and they should be able to get the kill out of the Gyro, and they will! They take him out. XXS might be next. Timberchain misses. Down he goes to the plasma field of XM, and nothing to say trying to TP out. Can they get a stop on this one? Can they get the kill? The Frog Stomp, the Catchy Lick, and XM cleans up. Razor overwhelming the BKB turnaround. It's basically a 2-for-1, which is why that shard is really good. It's one of the things that's good as support on him and makes Largo a good support overall. Shackle connects. The right clicks are there. The power shot from Planet. They get the kill on X Nova, cutting into this lead even more. Scan connects. It's onto the DK. And actually, FY's gone back, so this is solely DK who's here. And if they get this jump, they might be able to get the kill. They're going to jump forward, and they've got the Shackle. Good job by Planet right onto the DK. Nothing to say is going to die. And it's a good power shot to stop any potential blink. And then he blinks in and also has the Shackle by the trees. Planet. Oh, no. They're still going to rush in. Ursa, kind of out for the rest of the... Oh, Planet! The Shackle from afar! The Abyssal Blade with the Hand of God. Ame not going to be dead, and they now don't have the Enrage. This means Shiro has to back away from the fight because he used the Enrage too early on, and he'll end up dead first. The Shackle from Planet was good. The gem is on the ground now because they lose the Jakiro. Static Link, Eye of the Storm, XM, popping the BKB too late. He had a chance to kill Ame there. They're going to get the kill on Largo, and now they're going to TP out. Is it in time? Yes. With the BKB, that could have been a problem, but that is just unfortunate. They thought they were going to get the kill on Ame. They just could not get the damage to finish him off. And then XM is not popping that BKB early enough to finish off Ame. He could have had it if he had just had that BKB and chased him down. Wrapping all the way around. Nothing to say. He could be caught, but the rest of the team is here. Oh, they didn't give us the vision on that, and all I'm looking at is the Obsing. They're going to go for the Jakiro. They've got themselves this Gyrocopter at the front. Shen Lo, Ursa in on it. They get the kill on X Nova, but that's a trade for wide. Shiro's going to be dead. Oh, nothing to say. He's got too much damage. XM, Earth Spike, Aegis used on Ame, but XM's going to die. 3 heroes falling, and probably a 4th. Catchy Lick, power shot doesn't hit on the FY. Could have killed him. But Planet... Can he find anybody? No, not really. And it's an 18. Ooh. I don't know where anybody is. A little bit tough. But I have Spirit Aurora and then the winners of the first 2 series when they play each other. Jump in. Hex, Earth Spike with the finger, the kill. Easy. Go for the bottom tier 3, the bottom set of racks. Try to finish off this game. Go for one more fight. Get the Mega Creeps. Shiro's in, looking over at this Timber, but the BKB's popping with the reactive armor. XM taking a lot of damage, and Guardian Greaves come through, but it's full megas, and that will be a dead XM, no buyback. Blink, Dragon Tail. Windrunner hit with the Earth Spike, Fireball down, Finger, Planet, Force Staff back into the fountain. They'll go for the tier 4. Catchy Lick into the Frog Stomp. Just don't have the damage to go for these heroes. The Lincolns gets popped. They've got Lotuses. They have a lot of tankiness, and Vici going to fall short of going to the grand final. They're going to be in the lower bracket final, but Extreme Gaming with this victory are going to be into the grand finals and looking at a chance to win $80,000. It's GG finally called by Vici, and it will be Extreme Gaming 2-1.